Sweet. All right. Okay. So we'll get started in a little bit here as people come in. We'll get started in a bit here. Oh, what's up? What's up, Clayton or Lori? Yeah, we'll get started in a bit here. Just let people trickle in for the next few minutes, and we'll get some yoga in. So, if you're just joining, today we'll probably be focusing on our roots. So, like a bit of a leg workout. Grab a strap or maybe blocks if you have it around. You won't need it, but if you're just comfortable with working out with those things, definitely feel free to grab them because will have exercises where you can use those. And yeah, we'll just a few more minutes and we'll get started. All right. So if you haven't already, I was just saying earlier, go ahead and grab some blocks or a strap if you're comfortable working with those things. Won't necessarily need them, but if you're comfortable with them, we will have some poses today where you can use them. So let's see here. I am 6.5 feet tall, so if my head gets cut off, don't worry. I promise I'm coming back. Just got a small space to work with, but I'll try and keep track of the little log here on the side of the screen. So if you guys have any questions, I'll try and respond when I can. But yeah, I'll just mostly be going through the poses nice and slow. So yeah, we'll wait a second here and then I'll just get started. Yeah, if you guys have any trouble hearing me from back there, just shoot a quick message in the board and I can always turn some things up. right. All right. Let's get started then. So today we're just going to focus a lot on grounding. So that'll be just dealing with a lot of the root and leg poses. But for right now, let's go ahead and just start the class today with some equal part breathing, which is just inhaling for the same amount of time as you exhale. So we can start with me, and then you will do it in your own time. Let's go ahead and just bring eyes to a close or soft gaze. Find yourself seated in the center of your mat. And then we'll go ahead and inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep doing that equal part breathing in your own time. Just find your center, relax. Let whatever happened today stay in the past. Don't think about what's coming next. Just give this time to yourself to arrive to class, focusing on the breath. If you have an intention for the class today, whether it's just being easy on yourself, connecting with your body, finding just a little peace of mind, whatever you want it to be. Go ahead and return to normal breathing. And you can keep your eyes closed or soft gaze or open, whatever you like. I am just going to read a quick poem before we get started today in reference to grounding by Walt Whitman. I swear the earth shall surely be complete to him or her who shall be complete. The earth remains jagged and broken only to him or her who remains jagged and broken. Just a little inspiration for your practice today. So let's go ahead and start our practice by moving on to our backs, your legs stretched out. And then once you're comfortable, go ahead and slowly bring the knees to chest using your abdominal muscles to pull the legs forward. You can grab the back behind the knees, hold them in place, and kind of give your lower back a little stretch there. Roll it out, side to side, back and forward. And then we'll just kind of windshield wiper the knees. So we'll start by exhaling our legs over to the right side, into the ground. Breathing in as we come to the center. Exhaling over to the left. Your hands, arms can stretch out wide down on the ground, shoulders on the mat. Inhaling, come back to the center. Exhale, shifting over to the other side. So we're not quite letting our knees touch the ground here. Just stretching that side body out. Inhaling, bringing the knees back to the center. Exhaling over to the left. Go ahead and do 2 more of those in your own breath, each side. Just remember to follow your breath here. On your next inhale, just come to a neutral center. Pull the knees to chest, and then we'll go ahead and let the left leg fall down to the ground. Keep the right knee up. And on your next inhale, raise that foot to the sky. Reach up towards the ceiling. Arms can be down by your sides, hands by the hips. And just kind of reach and stretch that leg. Here's where you can use a strap if you like. So just come down, bring the knee back to the chest. Throw the strap over the foot and just push out. And just use it to kind of control. Don't really pull too much on the strap. Just want to get that benefit of the leg stretch there. Maybe if you're feeling it, kind of let that leg come to the side. Fall to the right. Exhale. And inhale. Bring it back up. Exhale. Fall to the side. Inhale. Bring it back up. And exhale. Let it down to the ground. Just take a breath here. Check in with your body. See how it felt just after that. And then when you're ready, at your own pace, go ahead and bring the left leg up, knee to chest, maybe hands tucked underneath, maybe grab that strap, and then we'll inhale, lift the foot to the sky. Really want to feel it in our calves and also our hamstrings if we can, getting the fullest stretch. Taking a deep breath in here. And exhale. Control, let it slide to the left. Oops, I don't have as much space here. Be sure not to knock anything over. And then inhale. Slowly bringing it back to center. Lift it up towards the sky. Taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, lowering it back down to the left. And then on the inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, lowering it back down onto the mat. Once again, feel free to check in with yourself here. Just feeling nice and grounded, connected with the earth. Just receiving the signals from your body. And then when you're ready, go ahead, lean on over to one side. We will meet on all fours. Just push yourself up slowly. And we'll go through some cat-cow cycles here. So on the inhale, head lifts up, gaze goes to the wall, let the belly hang. On the exhale, we'll go into our cat. The head hangs, pull the belly in, spine curves. And then inhale, we go back to cow. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, pulling the belly back in and up. The spine curves, cat. And inhale. Coming back into cow. Exhale into cat. Just nice and slow, getting a feel for your body here. Inhale, coming up to cow. Maybe pausing here in a neutral position to just kind of feel out your body, get your stretches where you need to, move those hips side to side, back and forth, whatever you need. It's your practice. And then when you're ready, just make sure you're coming back to all fours. Your palms are planted flat on the ground. Just inhale for one more cow here. Exhale to cat. And then we'll come back into a neutral position. So we said we're going to do a lot of leg practices today. So we'll do a nice soft leg warm up right here. Kind of be like half sunbirds. So I'll just kind of go through it here. So on your inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up or the right knee, point the toes towards the sky. And this is all during the inhale, and exhale, bring it back down. And we'll switch over to the left leg. Inhale. Bring that leg and knee up, toes pointed up. And exhale, back down to the mat. If you want to do sunbird, I'll give you that option. Otherwise, we can continue doing this. Do 3 or 4 more of those on your own. I'll show you sunbird. So it's inhaling, lifting that right leg up, and taking your left hand, reaching back and grabbing the pinky side of your foot and kind of pulling up like you were in bow pose. So it's almost abdominal and kind of spinal balance. That's all on the inhale. Coming down to an exhale. Switching sides, inhaling, everything goes up. And exhale, coming back down. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, left side. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, right side. Exhale, come down. One more time, left side. Exhale, coming down. So before we get into our sun cells here, we'll do one more stretch, kind of a shoulder stretch. So go ahead, take your right hand, inhale, bring it up to the sky. Eyes are on the thumb. Then exhale, bring it down underneath the torso, across onto the other side, and you can lower down. It'll really feel like a good shoulder stretch here, twist in the body. And if you need to bring that hand further out like me, that's perfectly fine. Everybody's bodies are different, so yours might look different than mine. And we're just going to kind of take a deep breath in here, feeling the stretch. Your head might be resting on the ground, might be your shoulder. And ready on your next inhale. Come back up to all fours. Shoulders stacked over wrist. And then inhale, bring that left hand up to the sky. And on the exhale, glide it down underneath the torso to the other side. And then on your next inhale here, come back up to all fours. Stretch the hands out a little further, plant them on the mat. Fingers are spread wide, palms flat on the ground. Bring the knees and the feet back, and we'll come back up into our downward facing dog. First one of the day. So just make sure you're pushing out with your heels. Bring the hips forward and back as much as you can. Your down dog might look a little different from mine. That's all right. If you need to bend the knees here, it's a little difficult, that's fine. But go ahead and walk your dog. Stretch those legs out a little bit. Just really get those calf muscles ready. So we're going to go into our sun souse from here. So just take a deep breath in and hold this position. On the exhale, we're going to walk the feet forward between the hands to the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. On our exhale, and inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins, back straightens out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all out. Forward fold. Oh, one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it all out. Feel free to let the arms hang here, dangle, roll the neck where you need to, let it sway side to side. Just kind of relaxing this pose for a moment. Just really feeling your connection through the feet to the earth. And go ahead and inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. This is where I might cut out a little bit here. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the side in mountain pose. So do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And then exhale, come down to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the ground, come back to our downward facing dog. And then we're going to move to the plank on the exhale. So shift forward, shoulders stacked over wrist, kind of like a push-up. And take an inhale here if you haven't already. And exhale, slowly lower down through your chaturanga, coming onto your belly. And then on your next inhale, we'll come up into a cobra pose. So just kind of lift with the abdominal muscles, maybe push a little with your hands if you need to. Just kind of getting that lower back stretch here. And then on the exhale, push up, lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. And that is basically one sun salutation. So we're going to do two of those. So take a deep breath in here. I'm going to move through them pretty quickly. And exhale, walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it all out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive back down to a forward fold. Exhale, bring the right foot back into a lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the other foot back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into our plank. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, come up for cobra. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Push out through the heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, back down to a forward fold. We're going to do the other side this time. So left leg goes back for the lunge on the exhale. Take the breath in. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into a plank. Hold. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, come up for cobra. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Woo. Take a deep breath in, holding here. If you need to, feel free to do this at any time. Lower the knees down to the ground on your mat. Sink the hips back. Arms stretched out over the mat. This is called child's pose. If you feel at any time you need to take this, this is one of the nicer resting poses. Please do so. You can join back in at any moment. This is just a nice breathing point if you need it. Okay, so come in when you're ready. We'll meet back in our downward facing dog. I really want to feel out the pose here. So hands, palms, flat on the ground, fingers spread wide, pushing out and back with the hips through the heels. Taking a deep breath in. We're going to do some three-legged down dogs here. Start to really work out our legs. So we'll start with the right foot. Take a breath in. Lift that foot up towards the sky. Pushing out towards the opposite wall. Exhale, lower it back down. And then on the next inhale, we'll bring up the left foot this time. And exhale, bring it back down. One more time. Take inhale. Lift the right foot to the sky. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Left side, inhale. Exhale, lower it back down to the mat. Take an inhale, come into your plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale it out. Just feeling rooted and connected to the ground. And inhale, come up to your cobra. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Woo. Definitely starting to feel warmed up now. Let's go ahead and inhale. Bring that right leg up to a three-legged down dog. Exhale. Bring it back down. Do the left side. Inhale. Bring it up. Exhale. Bring it back down. So we're going to do one more three-legged down dog, but on the exhale, we're going to come into a lunge. So go ahead. Inhale. Bring that right leg up. Exhale, bring it underneath the chest, holding it, kind of hovering here, and then plant it on the ground between your hands. You can move it up if you need to. We'll come into our lunge here. Taking a breath in, just centering and connecting with our body. It might look like an easy pose, but definitely stretching the legs all the way across the mat. It's no easy task. Let's go ahead and exhale and bring that left leg forward to meet the right to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down to a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And we're going to sink down into our chair pose. So this is kind of what it will look like. The way I like to do it is how we'll first, your hips are going to sink back in place. Arms kind of lift up by the head, and then slowly lower yourself down. But make sure that you're kind of pushing up with your hamstrings. This is definitely a big hamstring stretch here. And just coming down, you're sitting in a chair, feeling nice and rooted through your feet. If you need to, feel free to bring your feet closer together. That may help. Just hold this pose. I know it's hard. And then after your next exhale, inhale, sweep the arms around and up. And exhale, let the hands sink down to the side into mountain. Take a moment to breathe in here, check in with yourself. Feel your feet connected to the ground. Maybe you have that mantra in your head. I am strong, I am rooted, whatever makes you feel more balanced. Maybe recall that intention you set for yourself in class. And then we're going to take another breath in here, sweeping the arms up overhead. We'll come into chair one more time. So sinking those hips back, pulling up with the hamstrings. Arms reaching out overhead. Woo. And if you can sink lower in your chair, we might look different. I am 6.5 feet tall, so they may look a little different, but concept is the same. As long as you're getting that leg hamstring stretch here. Just hold for a little while longer. One more set of breaths here. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Sweep the arms up and overhead. And exhale, coming back down into our mountain. Job so far, I hope. I can't see you guys, but imagine it's going great. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead one more time. Exhale, swan dive back down to the ground. Place the hands down on the mat. Come back into your downward facing dog. You're welcome to move through a vinyasa flow here or take child's pose if you feel you need a little more rest. It's your choice, your practice. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. So inhale. Plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, coming up for cobra. And exhale, we come back into our downward facing dog. Good job so far, everybody. We're going to do one more set of lunge stretches, and then I think we'll move into some balance poses. So go ahead and inhale, bring that right leg back up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hover it beneath the chest, set it down on the mat between your hands. And come into that lunge. So you can set, you can either have blocks here, you can set your hands down on the mat or have them on your hips. We're going to slowly hinge and raise up. And then I want you to go ahead and lower that back knee. So the left knee is going to go down to the mat. What we're going to do here is we're going to lift up in that lunge. We'll breathe in and lift up. And then we're going to cactus the arms as we exhale and go down. All right, so together. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, coming down. If this is hard on your knees, I recommend grabbing a towel or maybe having a block if they're soft enough for your knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Bring that knee up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus the arms. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, soar to the sky. And exhale, reconnect with the earth. Okay, good job. So go ahead and inhale or exhale, place the hands back down on the mat. We'll inhale, lifting that knee back up into our runner's lunge here. And then go ahead and exhale, come into a downward facing dog. We're going to switch sides. If you need to take another vinyasa flow or child's pose here, needing some rest, now's the time. We'll all meet in downward facing dog again. And go ahead on your next inhale, lift that left leg to the sky. Exhale, hover it beneath the chest, plant it between the hands. Coming into our runner's lunge. Whatever you're comfortable with. Exhale or inhale, coming up and hinging at the hips. And then exhaling, lowering that back knee down. Adjust yourself however you need to for this next part. And then we'll move together here. So inhale, sweep the arms up, lifting that back knee. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back down. 2 more times. All right, together, soar. Inhale, up. Exhale, grounding down. 1 more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactusing the arms. Place the hands back down on the mat. Bring that left foot back on the exhale. And then go ahead and lower down to your knees and come into a child's pose. Just take a breath here. Reconnect with the ground. And when you're ready, come up into all fours. Exhale into our downward facing dog, pushing up 1 more time. And then exhale, walk the feet forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it all out. So on your next inhale, I want you to take a really deep breath through the nose, breathing in, halfway lift. And then exhale it all out through the mouth, loudly. It's called our lion's breath. So we'll take 1 more breath, deep breath in, halfway lift. Let it all out, exhale. Great job. And then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Woo! Hope you guys are getting a good workout. No, I am. And we will, now we'll do some balancing poses. So those of you that are familiar with tree, go ahead and take that. Basically, we're going to want to find our balance on let's start on our right foot today. So just kind of lean a little bit more into your right side, just feeling grounded, rooted to the earth. Maybe slowly kind of lift that left foot up, sweep it back and forth, or maybe use it as a kickstand against the heel. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take tree pose and bring it up to your calf, or if you need, or if you like, bring it up to your thigh. Just be sure not to bring it over the knee. It's an easy way to injure yourself. So you just want to let it rest over the calf or the thigh. And just find your balance. It's okay if you can't, see, if you're taking breaks, if you need to, work your way up, start at a kickstand, come up to the calf, wherever your balance is, just find it, listen to your body, grow your practice, grow your balance. Go ahead and exhale, we'll lower that foot to the ground. Just warming up a little bit with our balance. We'll come back. Let's just do our left side this time. Find your balance, lean into the left side, and still over heart center. Kickstand that foot. Bring it up to the calf. Bring it up to the thigh. Whatever your practice wants today. Sometimes it helps to find a focal point on the ground, free of distraction, focusing on the breath. And then when you're ready, slow and controlled, let go of that. Maybe shake your feet out. And then we'll do the left side this time. We're going to do just a little more leg extensive workouts here. So go ahead. I want you to bring the hands to heart center. Go ahead and inhale and lift that left knee up in front of you. Just kind of let it hover. And exhale, rotate it out to the side. And then if you have the room on your mat, on your next inhale, come out towards the back and move into a warrior 3. Lifting up with your arms, stretching out, reaching towards the wall, pushing down through your right foot, finding that balance, and pushing out with your left foot towards the opposite end. And then exhale, bring it back down, inhale, bring that left knee back up, and exhale, lower it down to the ground. So we'll do the same thing with the right side this time. So go ahead, inhale, bring that right knee up in front of you. Exhale, rotating those hips so it comes out to the side. And then if you have the room for it, on the next inhale, come into your warrior 3. And on the next exhale, after a breath or two, bring it back down. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower it down to the ground. Whew, you did it. All the hard stuff's done. Now we just do those nice, long, slow stretches from here on out. So why don't we slowly kind of lower ourselves back down to the mat. And we'll come into a butterfly pose. So what you can do to start, have your legs stretched out in front of you, butt flat on the ground. If you need to move any excess flesh. And then you can bring the feet towards the sacral area. Just kind of getting that, a little bit of a hip stretch there, a little bit of the legs. The closer you bring the feet towards the pelvis area, the deeper your stretch will be. Just make sure you have a neutral spine sitting up straight. Maybe close your eyes, bring them to a soft gaze. Kind of thanking your body for all the hard work it just did. In return, it'll be thanking you for the stretch that it needed. Maybe if you feel it, you can roll the neck while you're in this pose. Maybe you start by rolling around the back to the left side. Just slowly making circles with your neck. And then if you haven't already, switch sides. And then when you come back to a neutral position, just take a deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead and release this pose. Bring your legs out in front of you. And then we'll just do some simple leg stretches here. So if you want to bring that foot back in towards the thigh with with your right leg stretched out. We'll take a breath in here, and on the exhale, reach out towards the foot. Doesn't matter. Maybe you can touch the toes. Maybe you only go as far as the shins. Wherever you feel the stretch. I feel it a lot in my calves and the shin area. If you need a slight bend of the knee here, that's perfectly fine too. Just make sure you're getting that stretch. Whatever's comfortable, not too much work. Just kind of relax into this pose. Maybe deepen on the exhales. Feeling that slow burn. And on your next exhale, come back up. We'll switch sides. Left leg, go out. Bring that right foot in. Woo. Straighten the spine. Sit tall. Reach the hands out, down along the leg. Taking a breath in. Exhale, deepening the stretch. Still trying to keep that spine as straight as possible as you reach out. Maybe, if you like, you can fold all the way over, resting on the thigh. Whatever gets you the most out of your practice for you. And then on your exhale, come back to center. We'll do one more pose before we go into our Shavasana. So go ahead and rotate the feet around so that you're kind of about to come back down on your mat, but we're actually going to be on our stomach. So just slowly turn over and then lower yourself down to your mat. Rest the head on the ground, thanking the earth for supporting your body. And then we're going to do a locust pose here, or you can do a half locust pose, which will just be, since we've been really leg extensive, lifting those back legs up. I'll do the full locust to show you what that's like if you like, but on the inhale, we'll just kind of lift and hold this position. So go ahead and rotate your head to look to the other side if you haven't already. And then just take a deep breath in here. Exhale it all out. And on your next breath, lift up those muscles. It really takes a lot of core strength here. Using those abdominals, pulling up with everything into your locust pose. Don't forget to breathe here. Hold it for as long as you can. And exhale, slowly controlled back down to the earth. We're going to inhale and do one more of those. So take a deep breath in, lift. And then when you're ready, slowly lower back down on the exhale. If there's any more poses that you need to take for your practice before we go into our Shavasana, now is the time to do it. Otherwise, you can slowly turn over to one side and then just kind of roll over onto your back, finding your Shavasana or whatever pose is most comfortable for you. You can have the hands down by the side, resting over the belly. Maybe one hand over the heart, one over the belly. Focus on your breathing. And just reconnecting with your breath here. Just follow the breath. Maybe return to some of that equal part breathing. If you're having trouble focusing, that'll help. Clearing the mind. Just regaining, coming in touch with all your senses after that wonderful practice. Just letting the body rest. I'll kind of dim, you can stay in Shavasana. I'll dim the lights on my side or do whatever's comfortable for you if you want to get back into that. If you need to dim the lights, I'll turn up the music over here on my end. You can start to slowly move your body, maybe wiggle the toes, stretch those fingers out wide, shift in place, just reawakening and connecting back. Taking your time. In your own time, no rush. Go ahead and roll over to one side. Resting your head on the earth or maybe on your hand. And then pushing yourself into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, crossing the legs. Letting the hands rest over the knees or maybe bringing them to heart center. I just want this, I think this poem is very powerful and guiding in terms of having a strong mental perspective. I'll read it one more time. I swear the earth shall surely be complete to him or her who shall be complete. The earth remains jagged and broken only to him or her who remains jagged and broken. So together, let's take a deep breath in, connecting through the earth, drawing up all your energy from the earth, breathing into those lungs. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice today. Light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. I hope that was beneficial for you guys. And hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. Thank you.